All right, so it is that time of the show. It is the very end where we get to have fun and embarrass ourselves by trying to pick football teams that we think are going to win. It is the picks. Hit the music. Did not mean to click that. There we go. All right, so my comeback is not going well. I'm 4 games behind. I can still come back though. I believe. I don't believe. Anyway, I don't want to talk about how I did last week. Shut up. Don't talk about how I did last week. Rams at the Seahawks. Thursday Night Football. Short rest for both of these teams. Seth is taking the Seahawks. I'm going to take the Rams, and you know why? Ginger quarterback Sam Darnold in a tough spot, primetime game. He doesn't win these kind of games. Give me the Rams. I don't care that it's at home. Give me the Rams. Eagles at the Commanders Saturday afternoon. Yeah, give me the Eagles. Jaden Daniels is not going to play anymore for this year. The Commanders are terrible. I don't know. It's Robert Griffin III all over again with Washington. So, yeah, Eagles will win, and I think at that point they might clinch the division. I think. I mean, I'd be surprised if they haven't already. But yeah, the Eagles are far superior. Packers at the Bears. Seth is taking the Pack. Okay, I want to believe, but I'll take the Bears. The reason I'm taking the Bears, the loss of Micah Parsons is going to be huge for this Packers team. Believe me, I'm going to be rooting for the Packers like crazy. I will, because I hate the Bears. And we need them to lose a game to help our odds of making the playoffs for sure. So I just don't see it. I just don't see the Packers coming away with it without Micah Parsons. They barely got the win against the Bears with Micah Parsons. I think without him, it's going to be tough. Give me the Bears. Buccaneers at the Panthers. Seth is taking the Buccaneers. I am taking the Panthers. All right? I want to believe. Carolina, please. I stated last week that you were going to win that division. You were going to make the playoffs. You're going to host a playoff game. I want to believe that Rico Dowdle is going to will that team into the playoffs. I don't know if this will age poorly. It probably will. But the Buccaneers are falling apart at the seams. Todd Bowles is losing control of that locker room. I mean, if he never really had much control to begin with, give me the Panthers. I think that the vibes, despite the loss, are still pretty good. All right? Bills. Yeah, I don't. Shedeur Sanders is terrible, as everybody would have expected. Give me the Bills. Not even going to elaborate anymore on that. There's nothing for me to say. Chargers at the Cowboys. Yeah, going to take the Chargers in this one. It could be ugly, though. I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if the Cowboys come away with a win here. Just because I think their defensive line could feast a little bit on that Charger offensive line. They got Omari and Hampton back for LA, but I don't know that he's really going to be able to do much running with that offensive line. For the Chargers to win, they're just going to have to hope their defense can keep them in a game. You know, Derwin James, if he can make big-time plays, if he can keep Dak from doing massive damage, Chargers win. And I got to imagine the vibes are just absolutely at an all-time low in Dallas. So give me the Chargers. And here we go. We got a bunch of games that frankly do not matter. So I'm going to try to speed run these a little bit. Jets, Saints. I don't know. I guess I'll go with the Saints. Home team. I don't know. They're both terrible. The Jets fired their defense coordinator. Is not good. And Tyler Shuck. I just... Whatever. Your name is Tyler Shuck. I don't believe you're a good quarterback. I don't care if that's mean. Vikings, Giants. Seth's taking the Vikings. Yeah, I guess I'll just take the Vikings right now. JJ's playing pretty well. They do have some weapons. They've been eliminated from the playoffs as well, but the Giants are just sad. They lost that game to the Commanders. I mean, that's just, I don't know, man. Everything's going wrong with that team. And look, this could be a complete, just boring snooze fest of a game anyway. Chiefs, Titans. Seth's taking the Chiefs. Yeah, I will take the Chiefs as well. I do believe Gardner Minshew will at least just force the Chiefs to a win. The Chiefs' defense is good enough to stop the Titans from scoring, which is not saying much. But, yeah, give me the Chiefs in a game that means literally nothing. Bengals at the Dolphins. I'll take the Bengals. I don't. Joe Burrow? Tua? It's a warm weather game, so maybe Tua will play better. Give me the Bengals. I don't know. Falcons, Cardinals. Falcons. The vibes are weird there right now. They got a crazy win over Tampa Bay on Thursday. Big Kirko energy. Maybe he can string together some spoiler wins. Not that you're spoiling much of anything for the Cardinals. They're dead. Yeah, give me the Falcons. All right, finally, we got some games that actually do matter. Jaguars at the Broncos. I'm going to go with the Broncos here. People have not, and myself included, have not talked about what the Jaguars are doing. They are holding on to that AFC South division. They're going to probably host a playoff game here. The Jaguars are good, but I do think that the Broncos defense is good enough, and I think that with the way Bo Nix played last week in Green Bay against a very good Packer defense, maybe he can get on a roll here. Maybe. But then again, there's another part of me that says, no, that was a one-time wonder. He managed to beat a really good defense, but that will not happen again. Not that the Jaguars have a good defense, but I just don't know that I believe that much in Bo Nix. Give me the Broncos, though, either way. Steelers at the Lions. Give me the Lions. Look, Campbell hasn't lost back-to-back games in 2022. It's the longest streak in the NFL right now. And I don't think it's going to start with losing to the Pittsburgh Steelers and the corpse of Aaron Rodgers on short rest, mind you, coming into your house. You have to win this game if you're Detroit, and I think back against the wall, I trust the Lions more than I trust the Steelers. Give me Detroit. Raiders at the Texans. Not going to elaborate further. Kenny Pickett is basically your quarterback right now, Las Vegas. That tells me everything I need to know. Sunday Night Football, Patriots at the Ravens. Give me the Pats. Look, the Ravens are fighting for a playoff spot with that division wide open. If the Steelers do lose this game to Detroit, look for this game to be a must-watch game. I'm sure the Ravens will be watching that Steeler game very closely, but I don't think they're good enough. I think the Patriots, they got to a great start against Buffalo. I think they're going to want to get that taste out of their mouth. They're going to want to get right game, and I think the Ravens are a team to be a get right game against, which is so weird to say about Baltimore. They're basically my whole life they've been good. It's just weird to imagine them as a get right game. Finally, 49ers Colts on Monday Night Football. Seth is taking the Colts. I am taking the 49ers. I want to believe that Phillip Rivers is going to bring the Colts out of the doldrums, but I think the collapse is imminent. I think this Colts team is totally falling apart. They very well might miss the playoffs. Phillip Rivers is out there trying his best to put them over the edge. I don't think he's going to be able to do that against this 49ers team. Not that the 49ers are all that good. They're fumbling their way into the playoffs too, but they're winning games against bad teams and playing competently, at least, against the medium-level teams. I think they'll play just well enough to beat the Colts. Give me the 49ers on prime time. All right, rounding it all out here. Rams, Seahawks. I'm taking the Rams. Seth is taking the Seahawks. Eagles, Commanders. We're both taking the Eagles. Packers, Bears. I'm taking the Bears. Seth is taking the Packers. Buccaneers, Panthers. I'm taking the Panthers. Seth is taking the Buccaneers. Bills, Browns. We're both taking the Bills. Chargers, Cowboys. We're both taking the Chargers. Jets, Saints. We're both taking the Saints. Vikings, Giants. We're both taking the Vikings. Chiefs, Titans. We are both taking the Chiefs. Bengals, Dolphins. I am taking the Bengals. Seth is taking the Titans. The Dolphins. Falcons, Cardinals. We are both taking the Falcons. Jaguars, Broncos. We are both taking the Broncos. Steelers, Lions. We're both taking the Lions. Raiders, Texans. We are both taking the Texans. Patriots, Ravens. We are both taking the Patriots. 49ers, Colts. I am taking the 49ers, and Seth is taking the Colts. And those are your NFL Week 16 picks. Hey, YouTube. If you like clips like that, hit the like, hit the subscribe button. We've got live shows every Tuesday night. Hope to see you there.